The recently concluded Diaspora Engagement Conference in Georgetown, Guyana, attracted attendees from various parts of the globe, about 12 countries. They all had positive things to say about the conference. Here are some comments from attendees of the Guyana-Diaspora Engagement Conference held in Georgetown in July. What's your name and what's your impression of this Diaspora Conference here in Georgetown?
My name is Raquel Thomas Caesar, and I'm based here in Guyana, and I was involved in the planning committee for the conference, and I'm really happy to see such an engagement. I think it's very timely and very necessary. I really would like to see the coming together of the diaspora and the homeland persons here. I think it's very necessary. Also to have more communication about how we can move things forward, especially for the University of Guyana. Yes?
Hello, you're attending the conference here in Georgetown, Guyana, which has just concluded. Where are you from? What's your name? And give us your impression of how this conference, this Diaspora Conference, turned out here in Georgetown.
Okay, I'm Dr. Kelvin Thomas from the Morehouse School of Medicine in Atlanta, Georgia. I am part of the team of ambassadors that came from Dr. Griffith's organization from last year, returning this year. This was a very impressive conference. I think the topics were very comprehensive. The participation of the speakers in the conference, again, was totally comprehensive and very impressive. They covered a wide diversity of political, economic, and educational topics, and that I think was very, very intuitive in terms of the organization and in terms of the presentation of this conference, and I have taken away a lot just being exposed to the various speakers in the conference.
Thank you.
My name is Andrea Watson-James from Roraima Consulting in Rosedale, New York. This conference, the Diaspora Engagement Conference, was a unique opportunity for us to meet not only with other members of the diaspora, but also to share ideas with policymakers and to try to influence the engagement strategy which the government is producing for the diaspora. With the Guyana diaspora contributing between 25 and 30% of the economy of Guyana, there is significant potential there to increase that figure, and my company and others, we stand ready to collaborate with each other and with the government in ensuring that projects are implemented for the betterment of Guyana.
My name is Marilyn Farley Thompson, and I am here from the state of Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. And I think this was a great initiative by the Vice Chancellor, and I think it was a really, when the feedbacks and all the evaluations are done, I sure it will be recorded as a successful and innovative forward-thinking conference.
Good evening. What's your name and tell me your impression of this Diaspora Conference here in Georgetown?
Hi, my name is Paloma. I work at the University of Guyana. I'm the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Philanthropy, Alumni and Civic Engagement, also known as PACE. I think that this is a wonderful initiative by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ibel Griffith, just within 1 year of his tenure. I think the conference was a wonderful opportunity not only to market Guyana, but also to bring the diaspora together and to begin to set an agenda for diaspora engagement in the country. Wonderful, wonderful experience. I want to congratulate and thank those who actually made the first step to come and all those who worked on the project. Thank you very much.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, please give us your impression of the Diaspora Conference which was held here in Georgetown this week.
If there are two words that I can perhaps describe my sense of the outcome, those words would be resounding success. And resounding success for three reasons. Reason number one, we had 259 participants, and so the attendance, 60% of whom were from the diaspora, coming from Jamaica, Ghana, Nigeria, United Kingdom, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, Grenada, Barbados, British Virgin Islands, and I'm sure I've forgotten a few countries. But it is not simply the numbers that have mattered. I think the importance and this is the second major outcome, is the conversations and the topics which have been not only ventilated, but specific recommendations going forward. I think a third important outcome has to do with planning for post-conference, establishment of a Center for Caribbean Diaspora Engagement, a center that will do a variety of things, one of which would be to organize future conferences and workshops, do outreach to the diaspora, do research and publication in relation to the diaspora. And our definition of Caribbean is not simply English-speaking Caribbean. We look at the entire Caribbean, that is French in part, Spanish in part, Dutch in part, English in part. So for me, those are the three critical reasons for resounding success.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, tell us a bit about the diversity of those who attended this conference here in Georgetown, Guyana.
I'm very proud of the fact that we had at the conference not only academics, but policymakers. Not only policymakers and academics, but businessmen. Not only those three categories, but we had a healthy gender diversity, a healthy racial diversity, and importantly as well in the context of Guyana's realities, a political diversity. I was very proud of the fact that when I approached Honorable Dr. Barrett Jagdeo to extend the invitation, he accepted the invitation. He's traveling, but representing him and giving a wonderful speech was the PPPC Chief Whip, Honorable Gail Teixeira. I'm very proud of the fact that we at this conference embrace diversity writ large.
Dr. Griffith, can you tell us your views on how the conference can influence social cohesion and national unity and the whole combination therein?
I think it's important to recognize that diverse realities of Guyana are reflected not only within Guyana, but reflected in the Guyana-Diaspora. And I think the willingness of the various political and racial components of our diaspora to come to this conference is a healthy sign of what might be possibilities for this conference to be one of the building blocks of that political cohesion, one of that social cohesion building blocks. I don't want to raise expectations too high that we will, by virtue simply of this conference, see an overnight transformation of the what, the with whom, and the by whom. But I think the fact that we had a healthy, diverse, politically, racially, gender-wise, constituent representation augurs well for building bridges into the future.
Thank you very much.
Don't step until you reach higher ground. Let nobody turn